Okay. Hey, hello, Team Thrive. So excited to see so many of you pop on here right now. I'm sure we'll have some more people pop on. And hey, a couple of quick announcements before we bring Carla on the screen to talk to us about building referrals. And that is such an important topic. First of all, I'm going to just say that is such an important topic. I have a new client that was a company referral, and it was kind of funny. He's like, my friend is killing it on program and loves it. And so, yeah, I want to do program. She already helped me order. Well, the order was all wanky and he didn't get the transformation system. Her coach didn't get a new client. I got this new client who actually became a coach last week and already had 2 clients of his own. So how we layer in coaching is just super important, and don't assume somebody doesn't want to do it, because they might just end up coaching for somebody else or referring to somebody else. So that was cool. A couple really quick announcements, you guys. There are some out of stock items right now with Optavia, and it's really important. Oh, I love this. People keep filing in. Yay, Erin just joined us. It's really important you watch your email. And I was watching my email carefully, but then I realized that the notifications from the company were going to my promotions tab in my email. And for some of you, if you don't use Gmail, it might be going to your spam. But what's happening is, instead of doing automatic substitutions like they have in the past, they're giving clients the option to choose what they want. The challenge is, and you get that notification, so you need to really watch for those and drive that process, because if that item not shipping, like if the order ship date comes and they haven't chosen a replacement, they're just taking it out of the cart. You're losing, FQV. They're not getting that volume. So that could affect whether or not they get $5 shipping, free shipping, 5 or 10% credits. But I thought I was watching mine really closely until I realized this morning I had like 5 more in my promotions tab. So that's the first thing I want. And really, you guys, part of it is just growing pains, just keeping up with the demand. The really exciting thing, even during all this crazy COVID stuff that's going on, the coaching businesses, for the coaches that are leaning into this, the coaching business is really growing. So Optavia is trying to keep up with that. And they're having trouble sourcing some ingredients. Some of you may have seen this, like literally like powdered honey. Hadn't thought about that. All of these fuelings that are powdered, they have to keep all those powdered items in stock. So you want to be aware of that. I'll switch the view there for a second. And then the other thing, I'm really excited. Team Thrive is going to, or not Team Thrive, Team Synergy, our like bigger group. Team Thrive is part of Team Synergy. We'll be launching a 3-week series, and it's going to be really pointed at what we see needed in this group, this team, which is Team Synergy, Team Thrive, Team Relentless, those teams. And it's going to be all about helping new coaches get started, helping new clients get started, finding new clients, how do we launch on Facebook, really great topics that we all need. So I'll put that announcement in Team Thrive today, and I hope you guys can all join. It'll be this Saturday and for the next 3 weeks. So with that, Carla, thank you so much for coming on today, and I can't wait to hear about what you have to share for us.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm really excited about this topic, because if the reality is, like, a high percentage of our clients should be coming from referrals. They really should be. Your clients look better, they feel better, their energy's changed, and they are talking to people, like whether they're opening a bar in front of them, or where someone's like, dang, you got a lot of energy. Or, if they start to lose a little weight here and people notice. So the conversations between your client and other people are already happening. It's not something that's, that isn't happening. So we want to teach our clients how to refer, because it's in their best interest. And I'll go into that. So the first and most important thing is that you build trust. So if they are going to refer their clients to you, they need to know that they're in good hands and that you're going to take good care of them. And so we do that by doing what we say we're going to do. So we call them those first 4 days, just a quick check-in, and really coach them well through that first week and beyond. And that's the number one thing that you can do. And then really, when do you start teaching them how to refer? you start on the health assessment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about the health assessment for a minute, and then we're going to go into the app, and I'm going to show you where the talking tracks are. So on the health assessment, it is a simple, easy question. After you go through that whole health assessment, they're ready to get going. Then you say to them, do you have a buddy who would like to start program with you? And pause. If they're like, oh, I don't know. Do you have a friend that you've always dieted with, or you've done something different program with in the past that might be interested in doing this with you? And just have that pregnant pause, and just let them know I always give $25 referrals for any client that comes on. Or you could just coach them. You know, you could grab a kit and start coaching them, and you just drop it. And a lot of times they do have somebody that they've dieted with in the past, and they're open to that. So that's number one. So Debbie, will you go ahead and pull up the app? So we're going to do a screen share, and I'm not going to go too much into the talking tracks because, but I'm going to show you where to find them. So we've got the app pulled up here, and under, let's see, start and support clients. So we're going to click on that. And then if you go down to the bottom where it says creating referrals, guys, this is gold. Optavia, go ahead and click on that, has done the work for you. So in that top part, it says the first 3 places that you're going to share and awaken referrals, health assessments, we just went over, journey kickoff call, and 1 week celebration. So the journey kickoff call, if you go down, so there's 2 things that are highlighted there. You know, just go ahead and read through that. But the reasons that we're really doing it is like, you know, I said those conversations are going to happen anyway. And so what you're going to do is you're going to teach your clients not to give all the details, because they want to just blurt it out there. They want to say it's Optavia, I eat 5 times a day, and they want to just, you know, do that. But we have to let our clients know it's not in the best interest of their friends, because their friends are probably just going to get some random coach, and they may miss out on the opportunity of a health assessment or having that personal connection like you received. And anyway, so then down below that, it even gives you talking points. So, and you just teach them that. You say, well, when people say, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You just say, I'm working with a free health coach and on my Habits of Health program, and I feel really great. Can I just connect you with her in your Facebook Messenger or something? She can give you the details. She knows everything so much better than I do. And the reason we do that, and you can see this, I mean, it just says everything right below there, right? So really be open to getting in this and to read it and understand it. But that's the way they can give their friends the best start possible. Because as we all know, if we broaden your client's community, your client is going to do better. And then this way, once they refer someone to you, your job, you can go ahead and take that off, Deb. Thanks. So once your client refers you to somebody, your job then becomes you working with your mentorship team and you not accepting that referral, but just asking your client, hey, do you want to coach her? She's going to be asking you all the questions anyway. And she might say, oh, no, I'm not ready to coach. I still have 25 pounds to lose. Well, would you be open to exploring what that might look like? Just see, you're going to be answering all the questions for her anyway. So you just drop that then as well. And so the last thing I wanted to say about this is, if you knew practicing this one key piece of our business could gain you $600 to $1,000 frontline volume a month, would you practice it and would you get good at it? I know that I would. So anyway, does anybody have any questions? Kind of ran through that quick, but it's really late. I just really wanted you to find the app, and number one, and really start working this with your business coach, because it's really, it's important. But any questions? Was I that good?
You know, Carla, I would say yes, it was that good. And you just reminded me of something too, is I was listening to you roll through that very, very well rehearsed and supernatural, just natural, supernatural too. And, you know, the way you ended that and said, you know, about practicing it. And I realized, you know, I'm going, gosh, I'm not that smooth with it anymore. And I realized I just haven't been practicing that. So that's good. That's a good reminder for me. I'll go back. I'll spend a little time. I'll role play through it a few times and add that back to the repertoire. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And then Carla, I don't know if I'm on here to talk. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I also think what's important with what we did this morning together, just people who you like, they're on your mind. I think it's important to kind of check back, which I wasn't doing that also very well. The follow up of just going, you know, back to those people who have said no, 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 no for the whole 6 months. And then, you know, finally you have an opportunity to, you know, you just kind of look for opportunities to share that again when something's brought up. So that was really good this morning with Andrea.
Yeah. That's excellent. And, you know, and when so that brings up another point I could share is when your client says, oh, you know, my sister has thought about doing a program. Maybe I'll set you up with her. And so you write that name down. If they share any names with you, you write that name and highlight it on their health assessment, because you could lose them. You know, they could just eventually go sign up under another coach or something like that. But keep a list of those names that person has mentioned in the past or people that they've talked to. And so you can bring them that back up in conversation, you know, down the line.
I love Carla. I've used the app a lot, but I didn't actually go in there and read that section on those talking points for referrals. When somebody says, hey, what are you doing to our client?
Yeah.
Giving them those word tracks is so important because they do tend to say, oh, I'm doing Optavia. Then they go Google it and that doesn't connect the people with what they need.
And you know what I think I'm going to change? I think I'm going to change where I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to text that in a message after if I have somebody who's really chatty, I'm just going to send that in a message because Doug was like, oh my gosh, you read that and it was so smooth, or you're so smooth and so well versed, but I was still reading it. You know what I mean? That it's just the truth. I was still reading it. So, but for my client to just have read through that, seen it, maybe they learned it differently, read through that, they may be able to say that a little bit more clearly when that time comes. Yeah. But we have to teach them for sure.
That's great. Any other thoughts or questions for Carla?
Or do you have another way, Jessica? Do you have another way that you've been able to help clients refer, or do we pretty much hit it?
Yeah, that's what I've been using is just the correct word tracking, the simple, easy, small sentences, not throwing up all over them, pretty much is what I call it.
Yeah. Yeah, good. And do you message them that, or do you just tell them over the phone?
I do both.
You do both.
I'll tell them and then I'll say, you know what, I'm going to give you the easy word track on how to do it. So you don't have to even realize, because they'll go into Optavia and then they'll buy it themselves and you won't get who, you know, is helping you.
Yeah. Okay.
I like to ask people also, just like, you know, when you're talking to a client or doing a celebration call, it's like, so I don't know, do you know 2 people or 5 people that could improve their health, that could benefit from what you're doing? And usually they laugh. They're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, like 20. How cool would it be to help some of these people? And it feels all about them and their friends and not about you. So it's really comfortable for me to have that conversation with people.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? I know there are several of you other ones out there that do a lot with referrals. Okay. So if nothing else, Carla, can I do one last thing?
Yes, please.
Okay. Before we wrap up, so we have a couple of different promotion things going on, right? We had a promotion last month for if we brought on 8 coaches, on our team by the end of the month, and we do a $50 giveaway. And I haven't done that giveaway yet because I thought, why not do it while I've got you guys on here? So I'm going to try to do this right now. We brought on exactly 8 coaches, which is cool. And the people that brought on coaches, I got their names in our little wheel of fortune here. And actually everybody's in there double their actual number of times just because that's the way this little app thing worked. So we're giving away $50. Dana Bell brought on her sister. And how fun is that to be in business with her sister, who's already brought on at least one client, right? Yeah. Jessica Ward has a brand new client that she brought on board. Julie Harris brought on a new client. Julie's on the call right now. I'm excited that she was able to hop on here. And Jeanette Strout brought on a new coach. Did I say client? I meant coach before. And Jeanette Strout brought on another new coach. And Jeanette Strout brought on another new coach. And I had a couple. I took me off the wheel. So it's those other 6 names on here for $50. So I'm going to push, see if I can do this and turn it around. It will pick the name for me. Dana Bell, $50 to you, girl. How exciting is that? So,
Hey, very exciting. Thank you.
yeah, so I can Venmo you or put it on your account. I'll connect with you to see how you want me to pay off on that. So there's a couple other promotions we have going on right now, and I'll review those, and then we'll just sign off for the day unless anybody has anything else. So one, for doing these power tips, hopping on these talks and making comments, you'll get entered into a drawing for 3 prizes, $50 or a hat, an Optavia cap, put the picture in there, and the other one was the Optavia cookbook. So just for fun, let me see, we've got a little chat going on here. Oh, congrats, Dana, yay, that's cute. We'll be doing that. We have one more of these power talks. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go create a, like a survey in Team Thrive. So it'll make it easier for me to tabulate all of you guys. It'll have each of the talks in there and you can click which ones you watched. And then I'll go back and see if you watched them live or what you did to get the points figured out, but that'll be in there. The second one, you guys, is the Executive Director Retreat. We have dates for that. The Executive Director Retreat is gonna be October 16 to 18. And anybody, I'm just gonna, no matter what we said the rules were before, we're gonna switch it up just a teeny bit. Anybody who hits ED this month is invited to that. And you guys, why is doing that cool? It's because you get to spend a weekend with cool people like each other. We have high-level thinkers in here, positive people, get to share ideas, pick each other's brain. We'll have a little bit of an education piece in there, not too much, I promise. Chucker hunting piece in there for those that want to go out on an adventure. We just have so many options of fun things that we can do. We'll have lean and green meals. We'll have really cool things. So be really engaged with your coaches. There's some people right on the fence and they just need to know that it's possible. Help them out, help them get there, right? Carla's got like, right there. It's work, but it's so worth it for these people. Okay, and then that's it. That's all I was gonna mention. So y'all, thanks for hopping on. We are right just a couple minutes over our 20 minutes. You guys have a really fantastic day. Thank you so much for hopping on. You guys are awesome. I love our mission. I love what you do every day. Go have a great one. Ciao.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you Thursday for the app one.
Are we talking tonight too?
Yep.
Sorry.
Leaders meeting tonight.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.